Hey there smartphone fans, did you miss me? Well, if you have, I am back baby, and I'm back with a bang because I got my Meizu E3 today and I'm willing to share my unboxing and first impressions with you, so let's begin. So yes, the Meizu E3 is finally here and I've been waiting for it a long time since I've pre-ordered it like a month ago, but nobody had it and had to wait literally till last week to be shipped out to me. So this is it. The Meizu E3 comes in a box which is very familiar to me, very stylish, very minimalistic in design, which is so Meizu in general. If you haven't really had a chance to get a Meizu device, I urge you to do so because it's a very special, unique phone, and it's really for a lot of fans and for people who want a different user experience. The Meizu E3 is supposed to be one of the best budget phones ever produced. It has the Snapdragon 636, a new 12 plus 20 megapixel camera configuration. It has the 5.99 Full HD plus full screen or full view screen, whatever you want to call it. And it actually feels and looks very well to me. The phone is made out of aluminium, so there's no wireless charging in here, and it does come with a side fingerprint scanner, something you don't see every day, and I haven't seen one ever since a Sony device or a few Redmi phones I've tested before that. And this is not the first unique thing in the Meizu E3, but I'll get to the others a bit later. First, let's check out the action on the bottom. You have a USB Type-C, very nice compared to Redmi Note 5's micro USB. You have a single speaker, and you also have a 3.5mm headphone jack for those headphone lovers out there. The phone is around 8mm thin. It's very well built, very light, around 160 grams. Very solid in the hand, doesn't feel loose, buttons feel really nice, and that side fingerprint scanner sits exactly where it should be, but I don't see anybody actually unlocking it besides with the right thumb actually. And if you want to use it with your left hand, you have to unlock with your index finger. It sits right there, so it really only have two fingers to unlock this phone, and it doesn't have Face ID unlock, and it doesn't have a notch despite what the film on the top might suggest. Is like a nice job for Meizu. And this is the phone itself next to the box. As I said, one of the much better built budget devices out there in the market. Certainly has a very premium feel to it. The coat of paint is absolutely fantastic. The phone feels amazingly good to hold in your hand, not slippery at all, just the right shape, just the right curves around the edges, and the antenna is built in, as you can see here. But let's continue with the unboxing. What else you get inside the box? You also get the SIM tray pin and some instructions from Meizu inside that. Besides that, you also get a USB Type-C cable and an M-Charge fast charging charger. This is Meizu's M-Charge technology, which should actually charge this phone's 50% battery in just around 30-35 minutes, as Meizu say, and it uses cold charging. That's right, so the phone should not get hot while charging it, which means that you can charge the phone and continue gaming, continue using it without having fear of phone exploding, catching fire, starting an apocalypse, raising a zombie army or something like that. Sorry, I got carried away, couldn't help it. So turned on, this is what the Meizu E3 looks like. That gorgeous 18:9 6-inch Full HD plus resolution display, and this does not have a global ROM currently, which only provides English and Chinese language. You can choose your region, and there's quite a lot of regions supported, even my native region, which I am from, Bulgaria in Europe. If you don't know where that is, well, it's a small country, you probably don't know. After you undo all this, you will have to enroll the fingerprints, or don't enroll one if you want to, and just set up what might be your first or one of your recurring Flyme experience. This is running Flyme OS, which is Meizu's Android skin on top of Android 7.1.1 Nougat. And as you can tell, the phone makes an excellent first impression when it comes to display and aesthetics. You do see a lot of apps you don't use. People call them bloatware, but they forget that this phone is meant for the Chinese market, and for the Chinese market, these are not bloatware. These are apps they actually use, like all of the Google apps we get. Speaking of Google, you don't see Google in there, but I'll get to that a little bit later. Yes, this phone does not come with Google services pre-installed, but you can install them very easily from the Meizu App Store in just a second. First, Actually, I always install these like web apps, the ones that I really don't use because I am not in China. I'm here in the West and I really can't take advantage of these apps. Some of them might really be really good, but my Chinese is really not that good anyway. One of those other new innovations I was talking about is the new M back, the super M back button, which is a force sensitive one and does it all like home screen navigation system. So you tap it once to go back, hard press on it to go to home, and then you can slide left and right to view your recent apps as well. So it's really cool. If you want to know more about it, you can check out my Meizu M6S review I did. So this was the first Meizu phone to actually rock that, and it was pretty cool. Now on to that Google Play Store installation. Open the Meizu App Store, yes, that blue shopping bag icon on your home screen, and just type Google on it. And the first thing that actually pops out, not the Sugo one, but the one that's Google with like the 4 colors. You just install it and then run it. It will ask you for a few permissions, and once it's done, the phone will restart, and then you can open this same app again and use Google Play, and all the services will work like a charm. So no real dramas here. Google isn't pre-installed, but you can install it easily with a simple app. And once you restart the phone, as I said, just look at this lovely screen. Unlock it with the side fingerprint like I did if you enrolled it, and that's it. You have a Google Play Store icon on your home screen. You put your Google credentials and you can access the Google Play Store. Now, what's the first thing you do when you review a phone and you open Google? Well, you download some games and some benchmarks for me to actually test the phone. And one of the first games I'll download is PUBG Mobile, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you we won't see how good it runs on the Meizu E3, but that story will have to wait for another video later on. And I will now install a bunch of benchmarks for me to actually really test the phone, like Antutu, Geekbench, Android Bench, and some system information apps as well, to be able to actually fully assess all the phone features and compare it with similar devices. That's right, I've also ordered the Redmi Note 5 from Xiaomi, and I'm waiting for it to come maybe next week, so I'll do a full comparison with that as well. And this is very close to the end of my Meizu E3 unboxing and first impressions. I'll finish up with a detailed look at the specs of the phone thanks to the device system info app from the Play Store. So you see Android 711 Nougat. I have the 6GB RAM version, Snapdragon 636, which is essentially a slightly downclocked Snapdragon 660. The phone does come with a 3340 mAh battery, and 6-inch 18:9 Full HD plus display as well, and a new 12 plus 20 megapixel Sony camera configuration. So this wraps up my first video of Meizu E3. Stay tuned to my channel, hit that subscribe button, because I will have a lot more videos coming up in the next coming days of the Meizu E3 as I test the camera, gaming, battery, and do a full in-depth hands-on review for you. This has been Stephen Fox. Thank you for watching, and peace out.